Now, today, we're going to plan and begin implementing your marketing message. So when you write a book, once you have published it, you're only a third of the way through the job. Typically, you've got 2/3 of the job still to do, which is your marketing. But once you've written your book, normally you're going to hire an editor to help you edit the book. And I know the process that I like to do is to go through 4 rounds. However, with some of my clients, it's been like 20 rounds. So I probably have to coach them a little bit better. So if you're going through my program, all of this preparation should get you into that 4-round system. And you could also self-edit if you know what you're doing, or you can use Grammarly, which is nice. A lot of word processing programs have suggestions on spelling and things like that. There's different types of editors. There's a copy editor, which will help you form your idea, make sure that you're not repeating. One of my clients, she had chapters that repeated and concepts that repeated in different chapters. So as an editor, I was able to find that and figure out where does it best fit and make sure it wasn't duplicating itself anywhere. And so you can search for editors online, you can do it yourself, you can reach out to me and see if we are a good fit, and I would be honored to work with you. So once you have done the editing process, and through that, you'll have to figure out who's going to write your foreword and reach out to them. Are you going to include an index? If so, it's extra. Are you going to include other things in your book? Do you have other books written? Are you going to include a page on that? How do people engage with you? Like if you go through and write the book, I had a client that did a giveaway for each chapter. So that gave the readers the opportunity to come back over and over again to interact and build a relationship. So depends on your perspective and your purpose. So why were you compelled to write this book? So were you successful if you don't sell any books? Let's look at it. If your goal, your whole life is, I just want to write a book, you did it. You are a published author. Congratulations. That is success. I know for me, a lot of times when I see somebody that's gone through cancer or gone through disease, I like to give my book away for free. I also sell it online and I sell it at events, but it's also something that's kind of a service to pay it forward to people. So this was interesting to me. According to Synergyexpert.com or thesynergyexpert.com, and also a book will give you credibility. But this was interesting. 97% of the people who start to write a book never finish it. And out of every 1,000 people that set out to do so, only 30 actually complete the task. And then after you write the book, only 20% of those people who wrote the book actually publish it, which means only about 6 people get it published. And so to me, it's just keeping your eye on the prize. It took me 20 years to write my book. When I started writing it, it took me 5 years because life events were happening. So you can write it in a weekend, you can publish it in a weekend, and you can pre-sell ebooks on Amazon. Or you can do it in whatever time frame is necessary. But now the real work begins. Once you've got your book done and published, now you've got to create, actually, you want to be building and creating the buzz all along. But are you involved with online groups or in-person groups? Have you asked them questions about what they want to know about your topic? It could be, I'm writing a book, or I'm creating a podcast, or I'm writing a training program, and I'm researching what people would like to know about XYZ. So that lets people know it's coming. It gets people involved. Maybe you'll even quote some of them in your book, but get permission. Are you quoting somebody? I read such and such a book and I loved what they told me about leadership, but I was still curious about when you've been fired and then you are trying to find another management position in a new company. What do you do, and how do you not allow being fired to affect your ability to impact the new organization? And so I'm writing a book about that because I was really curious. And even though this book was amazing, it didn't answer that. And so are you, reader, friend, client, are you curious about that? Or what else would you be curious about? Again, It's creating a buzz because people know it's coming, but you're not saying, buy my book, buy my book. Have you reached out to colleagues and quoted them in your book? Friend, can you tell me what works the best for leadership? Friend, can you tell me what the biggest challenge has been with employees? So keep them in your loop. Keep them, they become part of your team. Have you reached out to people to read your book? A lot of times just offering a Starbucks card, $10 Starbucks card, is a great way to give incentive to read your book. And even if they don't read all of it, they can scan through it and give you some input, or maybe you have people scan through different chapters. So have you invited people to be part of your launch team? Have you asked them to share on social media? You could incorporate some fun. Hey, take a picture of this quote from my book, or having my book posted on social media. Send me a picture and you'll be put into a drawing to win a free autographed copy or whatever. So the more fun and engaging it can be, the better. Now, could you go to a small deli or a coffee shop or a library or a storefront? And could you say, I'd love to do a book signing here? You can create marketing flyers. You can pass them out to friends and to people that live around that area. You want to remember to take pictures and get permission to use the pictures in your marketing. If you can get video testimonials when appropriate, do that along with getting a release. Now, the next thing is landing page and websites. Do you need one? Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Depends on your budget, depends on your purpose. So how can people find your book? Can they go on Amazon if you do it that way? Can they go on your social media? Can you provide a link of where they can purchase it? You can create a landing page and a website. And again, it just depends on your purpose and your budget. So you want to continue to keep yourself in front of people, organizations, associations. So if you'd like to learn more about my program, about writing and publishing your book in 90 days, go to my website called Write Your Heart Out. Go to my website, BettyNorlin.com, BettyNorlin.com. See you there.